Yo, it's Easy Q, how are you? And in today's video, we're going to be doing a complete Guthix Sleep Guide. The requirements for this Grandmaster quest are extremely extensive, so I'll just put that up on the screen, and let's get into it. Now, let's talk about the item requirements, and that's going to be a knife, axe, any log, the Ring of Karos, or 5000 GP if you don't have this from the previous quest, one of every single type of runes that I have here, a seed dibbler, a lantern lens from a previous quest. You can get it back, just type in the wiki if you don't have the lantern lens or the sapphire lens. There's a dude that you can talk to get them back. Also the unpowered orb, bronze med helm, iron chain body, and Mortmire fungus. Before starting the quest, I recommend that you bring a weapon, maybe a couple of food, a prayer pot. You don't really need it. I really just brought my bofa. However, then you go to teleport to Taberley, talk to the person right here, Ivy, to start the quest, and then you just head upstairs. After you talk to Thyrazik, I think that's how you say it, a bunch of assassins are going to come out. All you have to do is you just kill them, and then talk to him again. Alright, now make sure that you have 500 coins or your Ring of Karos, logs, knife, lunar staff if you don't have the quest cape, one air rune, mine rune, earth rune, fire rune, and water rune, and now teleport to Yanville. You could just go into the minigame teleports and go to Nightmare Zone. Now talk to the Bizarre Wanderer, which is going to be right here on the map. And this is where you bribe him. If you have the Ring of Karos, you could use that. Alright, now, however you get to Feldlip Hills, I have a fairy ring in my house to go to AKS. Now, once you teleport to Feldlip Hills, you just have to run a little south to the hunting tutor right here. Alright, now talk to the hunting expert and choose the second dialogue. Now just run right over here and trap the pit. Don't forget to bait the trap. Now this thing falls in, dismantle it. Now you should have an unconscious Brav. Now bring it back to the hunting expert. There's a lot of people here because I'm doing it on release. Also now, same thing, second option. Now, however, the quickest way that you get to a spirit tree. Also, I grabbed some stamina pots while I banked, just in case you have to do some running. Travel to the Battle of Khazard. Now run over here. Now once you are here, stand on this tile, drop the Brav, and use this shiny shirt on him. And now search the broken table. And now you have a trapdoor. Climb down, and then run northwest and climb down the stairs. Now climb down these stairs. Yeah, just keep protect from melee on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it took me a while to figure this out. So, you just have to look at the word prohibited, and whichever one looks like is styled after a rune. I was looking at this for like 20 minutes. I'm so confused. Yeah, so you just have to look at this. So whichever letter corresponds to it. So the H, looks like the H is super messed up. So I would throw an earth rune. It worked. Okay. And now you can open this. I'm pretty sure you need to be under or below a certain weight. Okay, it works for me. If you can't go in, just unequip some items. Once you're inside, start searching bookcases until you hear a click sound. as you pull a lever. Here we go, this one. Now you just have to follow the wires to whichever one's highlighted. See, this is highlighted like this, so you search this one. Until you get to the end. Now you can open the gate. Be careful because you have to right click the staircase. Alright, now you just have to search the desk. There we go. We got Ovalio's Notes, Volume 1. And you have to read it. Alright, now just pick up the waste paper basket. Now, it should be in your inventory, search it, and there you go, you got a ruby key. Now you use the key on this bookcase, the west one. Oh, and it looks like the stairs are rising. Climb up. Search the bed. Now use the ruby key on the chest. And make sure that you search the bed, otherwise you will take damage. Save the trap. Now open the bed chest. Pretty cool. Search it again. And you got Ovalio's Notes Volume 2. And same thing, read through it. Don't forget to read. Now you can head back downstairs and head to the southern side of the room and inspect the painting on the wall. Pull the lever. Also, broken wall. Search the drawers. Now read the notes. This part's a little weird. You just have to check the pressure gauges. Alright, 22 tickets. Everyone's number is going to be different. Now, this is very important. Go into your equipment stats and check what your weight is. 24. So for me, 24 kilograms per way. And if I check, that's 22. Which means I need to pick up 2 kilograms because that's the difference. There we go, perfect. Okay, so also this is different for everyone. If you weigh more than the ticket number, what you're going to do is you place weights on the statue in the room by the desk. If you weigh less than the ticket number, you pick up the weights and you just keep them in your inventory. So if you're less, you can leave, but if you're more like me, you have to take the weight and put it on the statue. When leaving, be careful, you're going to be attacked by concerned guards. Okay, a little mini congratulations to you and us. We have just done part 1. Alright, let's get into part 2. What you're going to need is some combat equipment, Movario's Notes Volume 1, Movario's Notes Volume 2. Don't forget your lantern lens and some GP. I think you really just need like 20k. Also your lunar staff or Draymond staff if you do not have a quest kit. And now let's go to Taverley. Turn to Thursday. Now go to a fairy ring and go to ALS. Now just go east, squeeze through the loose railing, and you should enter into a cutscene. Now you just have to kill the mercenary axeman. There should be a few of them. Now speak to Indra, Andrea, something like that. Okay, now teleport to Falador. We're going to be going to the White Knight's castle. Wow, there is a lot of people here. You're going to be speaking to Agrise until he gives you an orb, and teleport to Falador. I'm sorry, teleport to Trainer Village with the automatic teleport that he gives you. Now, use the teleorb on the Shady Stranger. He's just here. Now go back to the White Knight's castle and talk to Acrise again. Now you should be entering into a cutscene. Okay, this is important. If you could just buy a Snapdragon Seed, but you can just buy it from him, which is why I didn't suggest it and what the items that you need. So you just spend 18k, and you got your Snapdragon Seed. Now let him teleport you to Port Sarim. Okay, now that you're in Port Sarim, all you have to do is head west to Betty's Magic Emporium and ask her to make you some pink dye. Now what you're going to do is you just use the pink dye on the lantern lens. There we go. Now talk to Betty again. Option 2. Now just use the lens on the counter. Make sure the door is open. Stand right here. And search the counter. Now you have an enriched Snapdragon Seed. And you end up just traveling back to Falador and talk to Darisk in the White Knight's castle. Okay, and after you do that, all you need is a Seed Dibbler and runes to cast NPC Contact, which means go to the Lunar Spellbook. If you do not, you can just teleport to World 330. People have houses, and make sure your spellbook is on Lunars. Alright, once you have your Cosmic, Air, Astral runes, make sure you grab that Seed Dibbler and head back to Darzik. Now climb up this staircase. Climb up both. One more. And you should get to a hair patch where you plant the enriched Snapdragon Seed. Now go back downstairs and talk to Idria. Next to these guys, talk to Idria. Okay, this is where NPC Contact comes in. Just cast NPC Contact. First, let's do Turiel. I need to talk to you about Lucian. And now do the same thing for Mazkazard, Sirius, and Duradel. Now go back up the stairs to where you planted the seed and harvest the enriched Snapdragon. Now go back to Darisk, and he's going to give you some Truth Serum. Now use the enriched Snapdragon on the Truth Serum. Okay, now this is important. You have to grab Papyrus and Charcoal from the drawers that are just right south of the jail cell. Go into the jail cell. Use the Super Truth Serum on the Shady Stranger. Now talk to Idria. Alright, almost done with part 3. Now just head to the Warriors Guild. Alright, so talk to Namal, who's going to be right outside this door. And you have to recruit him. Second option. Now go inside and talk to Haralek. Now go east, up the ladder, and talk to Sloan. Congratulations, you have just done part 3. Alright, let's get into part 4. What you're going to need is a bronze med helm, iron chain body, unpowered orb, law runes, air runes, cosmic runes, water runes, death runes, fire runes, and earth runes. This is because you're going to be casting air orb, fire orb, whichever orb. You're going to need them all. Also, make sure that you go into your spellbook and change to the classic regular spellbook. Also, you're going to need 2 combat styles. I chose range and melee. Stamina pot, you can bring 1 food, teleports out, and 13 inventory spaces free. Now head back to Act Grisay at the White Knight's Castle in Falador. Now head to the Black Knight's Fortress and equip the Bronze Med Helm and Iron Chain Body. Now just push the wall and head down the ladder. Now this is where you cast Charged Orb. You can cast any. And now you go down the trapdoor. Okay, hopefully I noted earlier in the video that you should bring some food, a prayer restore, because you get hit a lot. So try to follow the path that I run as closely as possible. Put on Protect from Magic. Northeast. Run north over the barricades. Now enter this solid door. Now kill 3 elite Black Knights, not the elite Dark Warriors. This is where you'll have to change your combat styles. Pick up the plate bodies, you have to kill 3 of them. Now leave the room. Put on the armor. Now they are not aggro towards you. Now search the various desks and wardrobes in the room for the following items: the Dark Squall's robes, a strange teleorb, and items used for Sealiv's rescue, a set of elite black armor, a lobster, and a restore potion. Now once you have everything, search the key rack or a cell key. Now you can leave this area and use the long eastern path until you get to the cell. Now use the cell key on the gate. After you open the gate, use lobster and restore potion on Silif. Make sure you don't eat the lobster. Now equip the Dark Squall robes and talk to him again. Now go back to where you just were. And go to this desk and he'll start saying how he notices maps. Now we can leave and prepare for the boss fight. For the boss fight, you're going to have to bring magic gear and bring your best possible elemental spell, because you cannot use like the Sanguinesti staff, any staff that has that's powered. Bring some food, 1 super restore, and your magic gear. Also remember to bring your Dark Squall robes, this way that you don't get attacked when you enter the fortress. You can bring snare and all this complicated stuff to prevent excess damage, but honestly the boss fight is very easy. You can do it without having to do all the crazy stuff. Once you are ready for the boss fight, head back to where you just were, climb up the ladder. There we go. Plant the orb. Now go back to Falador. Talk to the Tharzik again. Now go to the magic circle and activate the strange teleorb. Now just run to the northeast path until you come across the chapel. Climb up the ice wall. Jump to the ledge. And now you're in a cutscene. And all you have to do is return to the White Knight's castle after this. And that is part 4, my friends. Now let's get into part 5. You're going to need your Surok robes, a lit sapphire lantern. You can bring a tinderbox in case it goes out, but I'm pretty sure it never goes out. 11 inventory spots, stamina potions, your druid pouch with some charges, as well as a Harrowlander, red spider's egg, garlic, chocolate dust, silver dust, and snape grass, which I forgot. Good thing I am making a video. Don't forget your snape grass. Now head back to Falador and talk to Idria. Now teleport to the Tears of Guthix and speak to Malvalio, just north of Juna. Right here. Now you just want to attract light creatures. There we go. Now all you have to do is search the nearby skeletal remains. Get yourself a spade, hammer, and chisel. There we go. Now there should be 4 braziers. The air and water. This one looks like the air. Use the chisel on the air. Get yourself an air orb. Do the same thing with the water orb. Now go right over here, northwest, to this rock, and use your spade to move the rocks. And now you have the earth orb. Same thing with the rocks over here. Now, when you have all 4 orbs, what you're going to do is head south to the skulls. Now, search the block, and this says air, so you just use the air orb on the block. Same thing with all 4. Climb up the wall and use the water orb, or the last one, on the block. Now place the water brick where it just was, and climb back down. Now do the same thing with the others. Now unequip everything from your hand slots and crawl into the cavity. There we go. And now all you gotta do is repeat this with the other crevices. I am pretty sure that it is different for everybody, so just read whatever it says when you get to the end of the tunnel, and then use the corresponding elemental orb. After that, climb up again, put the last tablet in, inspect, and go inside the cave. Alright, I spent an insanely long time here because I made a bunch of mistakes, so I'm going to make sure that you do not make the same mistakes. Anyway, once you get in here, search the nearby skeleton for the silver sickle and some druidic pouches. Make sure you have a lot of inventory space. There is going to be 8 separate pathways that you can go down, and when you get to the end, you can inspect it and look for the keyword and match it with the appropriate herb, as well as the other ingredient. It should also be noted that the shrines are different for everybody. And to get the herbs and the ingredients, what you do is you use the silver sickle on the druids, the ghostly looking dudes. Very, very, very important. They only drop the herbs and ingredients once. So make sure every single time they use your sickle, you pick up everything. Otherwise, you will spend 30 to 45 minutes, like I did, running around trying to find where they drop the herbs. So after you complete each puzzle piece, you're going to be rewarded with a dolmen. You're going to need all 8 dolmens, and then after you finish, you return to the center and you use them on the table, one at a time. Another helpful tip, if you forgot your stamina potions, that if you interact with the northern brazier, it will act like a stamina potion. It has no cooldown. This part is particularly long, but it's really not that hard once you figure it out, and then all you have is to do the boss fight. So let's get into that. Okay, let's get into the ending, the boss fight. If you've ever done Akka in TOA, or honestly Black Demons as a Slayer task, it's pretty similar to that. You bring 3 different combat styles to attack the boss with, and as the fight goes on, he will start attacking you with different combat styles faster, and start protecting against what you are attacking with faster. It should also be noted that he has a special attack where he starts to drain your prayer very quickly, and your stats as well. Also, do not make the same mistake that I made and accidentally walk out of the room halfway through the fight, because there's no actual door. You can just accidentally walk through it. So make sure you stay near the middle of the room, just to be safe. I will admit, it gets a little hectic near the end when the boss is on very low HP, but give it a couple shots and I'm sure you'll get it down. Directly after that, you go into the cutscene. You touch the orb in the middle and you get into a cutscene that you fight the Tormented Demons. To do this, you really just pray what they're attacking with between range and melee, and avoid their special attack where they throw this fireball at you and just try to snare you. You just have to avoid that. But even if you don't, you'll be fine. Talk to Irene to teleport back to Falador right after you kill the boss. Talk to Tharite, or whatever that dude's name is. And congratulations, you have completed a Grandmaster quest. I'm ZZQ. Peace.